And welcome back to part 4 of What If Yamcha Was a Saiyan. Last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If, the gang had arrived on Namek. Yamcha had just fallen tow. Unfortunately, they didn't manage to get their wish of bringing Piccolo back. And Piccolo was brought to Namek as well. Because someone brought up they wanted to see his home planet and all that, and he was a powerful fighter. Which he was and is. Unfortunately, we still have to deal with Lord Frieza, uh, who just showed up on the battlefield. And everyone's just like, crap. Goku's even like squaring off against this guy, like, oh, and it's like, he really is powerful. But Goku at this point is around half of his fully realized potential at this point, which will come out to about 1 million. So actually, he's probably stronger. He's actually quite stronger than Frieza at this point when you factor in he can most likely use a Kaioken at least times 5, maybe even going into his times 10, just because he's gotten that much stronger. Now the question is, how does using the higher grades of Kaioken actually work? In the sense of, is it because he trained under 100 times gravity that therefore toughened him up, or is it just that his power level grew higher? I think it's a bit of both, but the fact that he's got a higher power level means that, he can still handle probably higher grades ultimately. Because your weaker power level means your body's just not capable of handling it. So if he's so you're the Saiyan that allegedly beat Vegeta on Earth, is that right? And you, another Saiyan, my, how many of you monkeys escaped the burning tree? Oh, but no matter. It's good. Seeing as you used up the Dragon Balls, I'm going to have to take care of things myself. And Goku and everyone's just like squaring off, and Goku. They all of a sudden feel Goku flexing his power a bit. Frieza's scouter blows him. What is it? Yeah, you're not going to be doing anything of that, Frieza. You want to fight? I'll give you a fight. So, you think you can take me on, the monkey? Very well, then. Let's see what you can do. And they clash, and it's basically the same type of fight you got with Vegeta, except a lot more in Goku's favor, as Goku really was the better fighter of the two. He was an actual trained martial artist, whereas Vegeta was a soldier who clearly did train. He wasn't. I heard it put best in an article why Goku almost always beats Vegeta, except spoilers if you watched Dragon Ball Super Hero, Vegeta finally beat Goku in a spar. But the reason he beats him is that Vegeta is trained as a soldier. He can fight, absolutely, but he's designed to conquer and kill, whereas Goku is a duelist. He is used to one-on-one fighting and is trained as such. And Frieza's just like, I admit you're powerful, but there's something you should know. The secret I've been hiding. What, you can transform? Then I can Who and where? Goldou told me. And then I threw a dog biscuit on him. True story. Very well then. And so, just a fraction of my true power powers up. Now, Goku is still climbing in power. At this point, he's probably hitting more like a 600 grand, 650, 700. Him and Frieza are just staring at each other. Now then, Saiyan, let's see what you really have. And they clash. Meanwhile, Piccolo's like, they could have given me exact location. All right, let's figure this out. And the last wish was used. It was, I believe, to bring back Chaozu, was it? Or it was used to bring back one of them. Anyway, so he's flying and he senses some energy, and he actually ends up meeting with Nail and Guru. So you, who are you? I don't recognize you. Oh, that makes two of us. Who exactly are you guys? I am Nail, and this is Lord Guru, the progenitor of our race. Yes. As Guru is kind of struggling, like his time is getting close. Well, it's all great and everything, but I gotta go try to help out where I can. And he just senses Frieza's power. It's like, don't know how much I can help them, but still, wait, young one, come here. They mentioned they had Dragon Balls. Are you the one who created them? No, that was the other me, I guess. I see. So that's what happened. That the separation of two beings into one. but that is not. But that is not all that you are. You are, and Guru basically says that you are more than just that. And come to me. Though your power is not truly pure, I sense there is good in you. You are not truly evil. So, I will give you, I will aid you. Now, I basically had to figure out with the power level scaling, what Piccolo's power level actually was uh, during the Namek thing, during the time when his power was boosted, because it makes no sense that Piccolo would only have like 100 some odd power level and suddenly go up over 1 million to match Frieza when his power doubles with Kami. Now this is because, now to be fair, Kami and him were once the same individual, so that might be so that might have something to do with it. However, my best guess for Namekian fusion is as follows: is that it is simply a ×2 multiplier. But the addition is you get all the knowledge, wisdom, and experience that the person you fused with gained. That's what I think Namekian fusion's benefit is. And that's why actually the 2 Universe 6 Namekians were so freaking powerful, because they just ×2, they doubled, and they had to wait till their power actually settled out for that. So on that logic, I actually had to put Piccolo at somehow 550,000. No joke. Like, no joke. And Nail said, like, your power was impressive. It's not going to be enough, though. But at that point in time, it was already second form Frieza, who was over 1 million. And Nail could sense that. So I think that's why he felt that Piccolo just wasn't going to be able to do anything. And so Kami, in his ultimate infinite wisdom, basically gives him, a multiple, unlocks his potential. Now, the standard Namekian potential unlock is unknown. It's theorized that the reason Nail was so strong was because he had his potential already unlocked. This would make some sense. And I believe he had 42,000 in terms of his power level, pretty large. If you just do the basic math on that, that means he had a power level that was 14 times the warrior Namekian standard level, which was about 3,000. So 14 times, 8 times initially, but 14 times in total. That would put Piccolo at a grand total of about 7.7 million when it's all said and done. As it stands, he would actually be at about 4.4 million when it's all said and done, which puts him way over Goku right now. Way over Goku right now. And so he's like, I can do it. I feel great. What are you doing? Nothing. Really? Because it looks like you're chanting. Anyway, yeah, I'm off now. And they fly off. And Goku, while fighting Frieza, who's still in second form, but Goku has been climbing in power this whole point until he's eventually reached his full maximum million, senses Piccolo. I was like, no, that can't be Piccolo. His power is huge. It's even greater. It's like, yeah, it looks like you're out of luck now. Oh, I don't think so. I've still got 2 more forms to show, transformations to show you. It's like, Goku! Look, I know we like to, and Yamcha finally shows, Chan's like, I know we like to fight, but we need to finish this guy. No, I want to beat him at his very best, which Yamcha, I think, actually goes up and just, what the, just whacks him in the head. Don't be an idiot, Goku. If this guy really is as powerful as he's saying, we can't let him get any stronger. It seems you're the smarter of the two. Unfortunately, the dumber one is the stronger of you. He's the only one who could actually do anything against me. And it's like, it's like, yeah, Goku, go on, it's all right, fine, fine. Let him get one more transformation. Come on, Yamcha, because Goku did say he wanted to beat him at his full power. But this Goku might have at least a little bit more of a sense of, yeah, maybe we can, maybe not. But still, Wonder is like, too late. Now then, do you really think you can take me on? And it's like, Saiyan, honestly, yeah, but I don't think I'm necessarily going to be the one to beat you. Hey, Piccolo. I was thinking, like, what? Because everyone else can sense the power of Piccolo's like, Goku, it's not bad to see you again. All things considered, you certainly got a buff, Guru. And Piccolo at this point is probably now evened out to 5 million. Like, oh, another Namekian here to play. So, so basically, Piccolo just comes in and starts beating the ever-loving god out of second form Frieza. Like or third form Frieza, just beating the ever-loving tar out of him. Unlike Goku, he's like, no, I'm not like them. You're dying here and now. Ma Senkapo, or Special Beam Cannon! Ah, no! Nap! And he's just trying to stop it, but Piccolo's power's growing too, to his full 7.7 max. Meanwhile, it's like, if the Namekian can't do it, you're up next, Kakarot. There might be... You know, Yamcha, you boy, there might be something we can do. It's like, you can heal us, right? Well, technically, if we're near death and we cover, we can get major increases in power. We can abuse that. We can take care of that. What? Come on, Vegeta. I mean, Piccolo's got this. And sure enough, Piccolo is probably actually going to end up killing him. Saying, we can't take that risk, even if it's just one time each. And it's like, yeah, it's not a. And Yamcha's like, I don't have any more Senzu beans left, unfortunately. But like they show, Dende can help them recover if need be. It's like, okay, you guys do it. What about you, Dad? It's like, no, I'm good. I was like, I don't like it either, but all right, let's do this. And so they all basically in a transformation is like, all right, it might be aim for a nearly lethal shot as best as you can, and then Gohan shoots Yamcha because he's stronger than Yamcha. Yamcha shoots Gohan, and they both shoot Vegeta and say, all right, heal him. And Dende's like, all right, hold on, and he heals them both up, all three of them up. Now at that point, Frieza tries to transform into his final form, does, but still gets moved. He transforms into his final form, only to have a giant hole in his gut. Just, you dirty slug! I'll kill you! Then finally Piccolo at his full power at this point, as he's just been flexing the whole time, just like, no, you won't. And just wastes Frieza. Just, and because, I mean, even though he still wants some vengeance for the Namekian race and himself, Piccolo's a lot more no-nonsense than Goku is. He would definitely kill Frieza if he has the chance. And so, yeah, he pretty much just blows the top half and Frieza's just dead. And it's like, well, that really wasn't necessary, was it? Still, we got a decent little power boost from it, to be sure. It's not really in my nature to take shortcuts, but still, this was quite enjoyable. Now, where would that put them power-wise, by the way? Gohan isn't as strong as he is in this version as he is in the original. But it's because his potential is basically at this point fully unlocked. He didn't get any Zenkai thanks to the Ginyu Force. But he doesn't get a Zenkai here. And he is now in that power level area where the Zenkai basically would be a lot larger. I imagine, based on what we saw, where we saw Goku go against power level-wise to deal with Frieza, we can kind of guess where these guys are going to end up. Honestly, you can make an argument that Yamcha could have gone to 3 million, but I think also it depends on how severely they were injured. Goku got the ever-loving crap kicked out of him. Between Ginyu and his body taking over, he got the ever-loving crap kicked out of him. These guys got some lethal injuries, to be sure, and Vegeta went from like 500 grand to about 2 million-ish. So that was a 4 times multiplier. I think we can kind of gauge where we can put each of them. Gohan is probably now right around his dad's level. Yamcha is probably hitting close to Goku's level, but not quite. He's probably more like around 800,000. And I think we can reasonably put Vegeta actually at his canon level, about 500 grand. So 5 for Vegeta, 8 for Yamcha, million for Gohan because of that Saiyan, half Saiyan heritage. And right now, Piccolo's the strongest Z fighter. So they ultimately, everything works out fine, all well and good. It's like, Goku, Yamcha, I see you, Goku, Yamcha, are you okay? It's like, hey, yeah, we're fine, King Kai, how are you? Now, Goku is technically the strongest fighter because of the Kaioken, but as a base, Piccolo can actually easily trump Goku, which actually makes for a great training partner now. Now, there is a big catch here. Goku did not transform into a Super Saiyan. No one did. But you did it. You killed him. Amazing. And there's more news. Kami, is that you? Kami, are you there? Yes, King Kai, I'm here. The Dragon Balls have been collected. Unfortunately, we're not able to wish back we can wish back to you at any point in time. As it's like, wait, we first must. I want to go check on the Lord Guru, and Kami goes and Lord King, King Kai checks and says, I'm afraid Lord Guru has passed. Could we bring him back? Our Dragon Balls can't bring back individuals who have passed of natural causes. I'm sorry. But what if we just bring back everyone and they make the argument about what if it was the grief and all that killed them? Basically, yes, we can bring everyone's count. Now, what if someone died from the grief? Would that count? It's like loopholes, baby, loopholes. And so they use the Earth Dragon Balls to bring back everyone. And Guru even comes back. He comes back for a short time. He passes on his abilities to Mori. The Dragon Balls are now usable again, and they use it one last time to bring back Chaozu and send them both back to Earth. And so everyone's all well and good, except now everyone's kind of staring down Vegeta a little bit, who, even though he is a lot more powerful, cannot take anyone. He can't even take the weakest of this group on now. It's like, look, it's like, well, where does that leave us, Vegeta? It leaves me hating all of your guts. But you have my thanks for avenging our race. Yeah, I mean, inside he's like, yes, Frieza's dead. I wanted to be the one to kill it, but he still died. He didn't even die by Saiyan's hands. But you know what? He's dead. But your fight's not going to be over. Frieza's not the strongest one out there. The real issue is going to be the father. What do you mean? Wait, the father? King Cold is nothing like his son. He dwarfs even his son in power. He might not know about Frieza's demise right now, but he'll find out about it eventually. So you better be prepared, Kakarot. Don't worry about us. And so they get in Yamcha's ship, maybe even get some training in. I mean, they all honestly can train at that point. Yeah, I take it back. No, I forgot. Krillin's there. I actually forgot Krillin's there. They bid their goodbyes, and they even say, it's like, don't ever come to this planet again. It's like, it's like, yeah, we got your number. Relax. I'm not stupid. I'm very stupid. I'm well aware these fools you'd call these fools in to take care of if I ever tried anything. And Vegeta leaves on his own devices with his ship, goes to get some serious training in. And yeah, and honestly, yeah, they might spend the next 7 days training in 100 times gravity. Even Krillin should be able to handle 100 times gravity at this point. Which now begs a pretty strong question. We know that Goku could get it times 10, but that was going from 10,000 to times 9, but that was going from 10,000 to 90. So how strong could these people get in the hyperbolic time chamber in the gravity room right now without any senzus? That's the problem. They have no senzus left. Reasonably speaking, I'll say that Piccolo ends up going to about an even 10 million. Go up until before they basically can't have to just recover on their own. Krillin, maybe 300 grand. Like, again, Krillin doesn't have the same growth rate as the human or Saiyans do, sadly, thanks to Zenkais. And then you got Yamcha, Gohan, and Piccolo, or Yamcha, Gohan, and Goku. And Goku, because of this Kaioken, can really push himself. And they'll both get Zenkais from the extreme strain they're going to put under themselves, plus the extra damage they're doing in training. So Goku, let's do Goku first here. Goku, between everything, I could see him being at his Namek Saga level by the time they get to Earth. Still nowhere near as strong as Piccolo, but he honestly can probably pull off the Kaioken times 10 now without any difficulty, even pushing it to the 20 if he had to, but a more reasonable, like 15-ish. Like he could actually maybe do a 15 without breaking his body, and a 20-ish if he had to. Yamcha, well, Gohan, probably nowhere near as strong as Goku at this point now, because he doesn't have the body to do it. But maybe like the 2 million range, and I think Yamcha could actually be tied with Gohan at this point. They get back, they're all beaten up, they get a senzu from everyone, they can just like, yeah, we're good. And so they're on Earth. Yamcha goes to his babe, goes to his girl. It's like, hey, babe. And life goes on for a time being. And the knowledge that Frieza was killed ultimately does reach King Cold. And I think that they do find it out that through the grapevine that was to Earth. I think it takes a bit longer because Frieza's not there to tell them this. But I do think they are able to make it. And at that time, there's like training going on, but no real end of the world needing training or anything like that. At this time, still they're all like doing their thing, and they sense King Cold coming, and they're all prepared. But ultimately, it's stopped by the arrival of Trunks. Trunks takes care of King Cold and the group, and you might think, well, okay, what's this Trunks? What's this version of Trunks? Why is he surprised Frieza's not there? What's going on? Well, no, he's not, because this version of Trunks is the son of Yamcha and Bulma. Yamcha still being a Saiyan, so he is still basically he'd look the same, but he probably wouldn't be as he'd probably be as serious as he is, but he'd probably be a little bit more goofy too. And because he's the son of Yamcha, his messing up the timeline and done goofing makes perfect sense. So yeah, and he explains the scenario to him. He's like, Goku, I want to see you turn into a Super Saiyan. What's a Super Saiyan? What's that? He's like, wait, what? What do you mean you don't know what a Super Saiyan is? Wait, isn't that how you killed Frieza? Now this might be something where he does not. This is something that's changed a bit. Like still in his timeline, Goku went Super Saiyan, but in this timeline he knows that he still ultimately killed Frieza completely, and they just had to take care of the father. Here, not quite the case. Sounds like, and he explains everything to him that this is a Super Saiyan. Everyone's like, whoa! It's like, oh, unreal. And he explains how it happened and all that. And so the training, they tells about the androids. And Yamcha's like, Piccolo explains, I'm not going to just say anything to threaten your friend, but we got to be prepared. And so they trained 3 years for the androids, and obviously Goku has the medicine. I think though Yamcha, again, through a little bit of like careful planning, they take the medicine to, or give the medicine to Bulma, who reverse engineers it, so they make sure they have as much medicine as they need on call. Through the training, Goku explains what Trunks explains to them about turning into a Super Saiyan. And I think they hit on, I hate this, but they hit on the tingly back thing. So, and, motion, all that. Ultimately, Goku is the first one to do it still. And they're like, whoa, amazing! It makes for a really good training partner now for Piccolo, who is still outclassing Goku base power-wise. And then ultimately through, I imagine it could be something kind of like with the Hypebog Time Chamber, where they're visualize the anger, visualize the pain, visualize the loss. Think about what you have to lose and what will happen if you lose that. And that results in both Yamcha, which I'm going to have to now change this. I'm going to change this thumbnail now with the Super Saiyan Yamcha, by the way. But Yamcha turning into a Super Saiyan, as well as Gohan. I actually see Gohan following in suit on this, because he actually gets to train with his dad a lot more, and Uncle Yamcha, while still doing his homework. So I think we have 3 Super Saiyans here. I also think that between Bulma and Yamcha spending a lot of time together, obviously getting pregnant with Trunks, that Goku also trains with Yamcha a bit more at Capsule Corp, because they have access to the gravity chamber, which is not an ineffective training thing at all. Granted, they train outside of it as well, but they train in the gravity chamber as well, I think. And because they're there, they make sure that Gohan, at least before the date of the androids arriving, starts to take his medicine, just as a preemptive, because they've reverse engineered it, so they have all the medicine they need. So Goku is now able to prevent the heart virus from actually hitting him. And so the day comes, and they're prepared for the androids, but danger lurks. And we'll save that for next time on Dragon Ball Z What If. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one.